the straightaway, and the checkered flag falls. Darrell Waltrip has won the TransSouth 500. Terry Labonte finishes in second position, about 3 seconds behind.
A crash in turn 2 left Rusty Wallace limping around to the finish, and Bobby Allison backing up on fire. Richard Petty lost it in turn 4. His son Kyle clipped him and spun to the inside wall. Meanwhile, Waltrip and Bonnett were racing back to the flag. They got the white and the yellow with Darrell out front, but in turn 4, Waltrip went low, Bonnett went high, got a good run off the turn, and nipped Waltrip at the start-finish line. Bonnett was awarded the victory, but that has changed. Dave, give us the details.
Well, Ned, the NASCAR officials first ruled that yellow flag came out during the white flag lap. That made Bonnett's last lap pass legal. Waltrip protested, arguing the yellow came out for a turn 2 crash on the next to last lap. He said he took the yellow and white flags together ahead of Bonnett, and that made him the winner. On Monday, NASCAR officials agreed and gave Waltrip back the victory. In an exclusive Motor Week interview this week,
Darrell Waltrip leads Terry Labonte off of turn number 4. This book from Jody. Oh, Labonte in trouble almost. He's sliding to the inside, but manages to regain control, and Darrell Waltrip wins the race. Labonte second, almost lost it there in turn 4, but managed to hang on.
When you come off this fourth turn right here, sigh of big relief. Think about calling the bank at home and saying, I'll be home with the money, guys.
Darrell Waltrip picks up the checkered flags, and Darrell Waltrip and the Junior Johnson team become victorious at Richmond, Virginia, and the Richmond 400.
Waltrip into turn number 3 for the final time. Won't try to make the move on Baker. Here comes Ronnie Thomas as they move up on Doug Hevron.
He just passed the great Darrell Waltrip coming off the 4th corner for the checkered flag.
Waltrip wins the Goodies 500, and don't count them out of the championship just yet.
Stretch, he decides to kind of hold forth there. He can see Harry again in his mirror. Harry can come right up and tap Darrell in the back bumper. Waltrip knows he's got the line. Out of turn number 4, racing downhill to the checker flag, and Waltrip has win number 7. Gann is second. Allison holds off Bonnett for 4th.
Bonnett got a little bit high.
Back straightaway, and it looks like Gann all the way. He's got the advantage.
He really does. He gets up a little bit too high in turn 3.
Here comes Bonnett. Gann comes down to the bottom, and they touch. Gann gets a little out of shape. He's on the outside, but here comes Bonnett. It is too close to call. Oh, and give it to Neil Bonnett. Neil Bonnett breaks a 1-year winless drought and scores the 14th victory of his Grand National career.
Flag has been displayed. Darrell Waltrip on his final circuit, and he comes off of turn number 4, takes the checkered flag. Darrell Waltrip salutes the crowd and wins the Budweiser 200 here in Bristol. And second to make one final bid to the inside. Now he looks low to the inside. Coming off the corner, he's not going to be able to do it. Neil Bonnett wins. Waltrip's second spot. In third place it is.
Darrell Waltrip's going to win this race.
Here's Waltrip under Allison. Doesn't make the move as they come off turn number 4. And nearly 150,000 race fans are on their feet. Waltrip has the gas. He goes the distance and wins the World 600. His first victory of 1985. Turn 4 for the final time. Darrell Waltrip comes down the front straightaway. Harold Kinder drops the checkered flag, and Waltrip scores his second victory of the season.
Back. Coming around to take the checkered flag this afternoon. Give win number 3 of the 1985 season to Darrell Waltrip. He is across the line, finishing in first.
Benny curves off of the 4th corner. Darrell Waltrip from Franklin, Tennessee wins the Dixie Cup 200 Grand National race here at Darlington International Raceway. This will be the finish of the race. It is Darrell Waltrip. To know that yellow is going to stay and Larry Pollard spun on the last lap headed for the checkered. Temperatures were in the 90s during the race, but not really a factor.
It wasn't all that bad. I've had worse days as far as heat was concerned, but with Terry Labonte right there behind me, I know how good a road racer he is, and I couldn't give up anything, so that kept the pressure on. When the pressure's on, it's hard to sit on a hot stove and ice water run out.
4 laps to go. His advantage on Terry Labonte more than 8 seconds. He can coast home from here. He sets the car into turn number 3 on the high side of Mike Waltrip, his brother, and here they come off the 4th corner. It's Darrell Waltrip winning the Push 500.
Down the backstretch, Waltrip going into turn number 3 on this 5/8-mile semi-banked oval, looking for his 3rd win of 1986. Darrell Waltrip coming down to collect win number 70, and Jeff Bodine has a 2nd place. Beautiful race for Bonnett today, and what a surprise. A good surprise for Neil Bonnett. Here he is for Tim Brewer and company, who had a disappointing season. Great way to come back. Neil Bonnett wins his 16th Winston Cup race by 2.5 seconds over the 4th.
His first win in 50 starts for Terry Labonte. Win number 7. He will come down, Bob, and get the checkers.
And here it is. Labonte receives the checkered flag, and Terry Labonte wins his first Winston Cup race of 1987. He gives Junior Johnson another victory here at North Wilkesboro. Down the backstretch, Labonte in the Budweiser Chevrolet, prepared by Junior Johnson, whose place is just down the road. Labonte off of corner number 4. The checkered flag drops, and Terry Labonte wins his 8th Winston Cup race of his career. He's got his hand in the air, waving to people, even though he's not finished the race yet. Here he is off the 4th corner, and Jeff Bodine from Chemung, New York, wins the Hanes Activewear 500 at Martinsville. Banking. And Harry Gant is out of fuel. Harry Gant is out of gas, and he will not finish 2nd. Bill Elliott now finds himself in the runner-up spot. There is Gant out of fuel off the 2nd corner, and everybody else passing him by. It appears to be in good shape, however, for Jeff Bodine as he remains on the throttle, and the car appears to have enough gas that carries him to the checkered flag. Here he comes off corner number 3. He indeed will win the AC Spark Plug 500. Jeff Bodine wins. Bill Elliott is 2nd. The 3rd win of 1994, Jeff Bodine. Here he comes off of corner number 4. The white flag is awaiting him, and he takes the checkered flag for the 3rd win of the year for Jeff Bodine, and his 2nd here at Martinsville. There's the battle.
Tim Brewer, that crew chief on that car, is some savvy move. If we can hang together here, he's going to bring him home and give Bodine his first victory of 1991. It's going to happen at the Mellow Yellow 500. The checkers are out, and the winner is Bodine. What a finish.
They wasn't expecting it because, I mean, when he came down pit road, they were looking for a fuel can. They don't know what he wants. There it is. It's a little gas and a little ether in the carburetor. And here comes Bill Elliott, poised to win his first race for Junior Johnson in the Budweiser Ford. Takes home the laurels and the winner's share of the Goodwrench 500.
Johnson's Alan Kowicki on the inside, side by side down the back straightaway, even as they go to turn 3. Kowicki there. Elliott pulls a little ahead on the outside, driving for the finish. Here comes Kowicki up on the bottom of the racetrack. Kowicki going for all of it. They touch, and across the line, it's Elliott. Bill Elliott has done it by about a foot to a foot and a half.
Today, he's won 3 of 4 races if he can only make it to the checkered flag.
He comes off number 4 turn, Paul. He can slide the rest of the way.
And here comes Bill Elliott. 3 in a row as Elliott wins on his hometown track here in Atlanta. Fred is in 5th. That's what I get. Here comes Elliott off the corner. Checkered flag is waiting. There it is. Elliott wins his 4th consecutive Winston Cup race in 1992.
We're not following the winner, the leader of the race. We are focused in on Alan Kowicki, who is going to win the 1992 NASCAR Winston Cup and the $1 million bonus that goes with it. Bill Elliott comes off the 4th corner. He wins the Hooters 500. But Alan Kowicki is coming off of
on now, make it, Terry. Yeah, if it blows up now, he could probably coast to the start-finish line.
45th annual Southern 500 comes to a close, and Bill Elliott takes the win as he waves to the crowd. And beneath that helmet, he has got to be smiling. Yeah, get that net down so you can wave to those fans. One of the most popular.
His grandfather, Ralph, former national champion, they called him Ironheart because he gave nothing on the racetrack. His father, 7-time Winston Cup champion, once dubbed Ironhead, and then the Intimidator. And how about this kid?
He can coast on now, Mike.
Checkered flag, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is Texas Motor Speedway's second first-time Winston Cup winner.
Coming off corner number 2, but they run single file down the backstretch. Labonte's going to have to make the move. He looks inside in turns 3 and 4, and he's not going to be able to do it at Richmond International Raceway. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins his second NASCAR Winston Cup race.
And they're 4 wide back between the Wallace boys.
Here they come, turn 4, final lap of the Pepsi 400. Michael Waltrip in second, but it's going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr. using lessons learned from his father to go from 6th to 1st and score the victory in the Pepsi 400.
That's unbelievable.
Yes!
That band behind you did it for you. You guys celebrate. You love you, band. You did it.
That was beautiful. Very, very nice.
Junior, you're happy.
All right.
Look at that smile. Labonte blocks Bobby Hamilton.
Cannot believe the Toyota.
Oh, contact! Bobby Labonte's over. It's the big wreck on the final lap. They're racing back for the win. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Tony Stewart are side by side. This is for the victory as Jeff Burton gets in the middle of it. At least 10 cars involved in the wreck on the backstretch. Burton and Stewart are side by side. That's all Earnhardt Jr. needs to see. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has won the $1 million bonus here at Talladega.
Oh, this is Dale Jr.'s in the catbird seat now. Those guys are stalling out behind him.
Bring it on home, buddy.
All you got to do is worry about which way to go now for Michael. Michael doesn't want to let anybody get by him.
Trying to get a run.
They got it. First and second.
Here comes Michael to the bottom, and he's going to run out of time. Earnhardt Jr. wins at Talladega.
Michael second, Kurt Busch third, Jeff.
His father won here 10 times. And now Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to become only the second man in this track's history to score 3 straight wins at Talladega Superspeedway. Earnhardt Jr. to the checkered flag. He wins the EA Sports 500.
NASCAR has called Junior's pass a clean pass. This is for the win.
Can he do it, guys? It'd be 4 in a row. He has about 1/4 of a lap to go. Remember, the start-finish line is way down headed into turn 1. It's not in the center of the trial.
You can't do it, Larry. You can't make it. You're not going to pull out and pass him with a single foul like that.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. 4 straight wins at Talladega.
Kevin Harvick second, Elliott Sadler third, Ricky Craven fourth, and Terry Labonte top 5 finish.
How about old Texas Terry?
His 4th Phoenix try will result in his first victory. And his second win of 2003, Dale Earnhardt Jr. winning in the Valley of the Sun.
You can't get emotional yet because you've got to get off turn 4 and back to the start-finish line.
And you can see it now.
The legacy continues. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the 46th Daytona 500.
Great run for Wimmer, too.
And that was the key to Matt Kenseth last year. Make the car better as the day goes on so that the car is at its best at the end of the day.
Yeah, and they've done that today with Junior's car all day long. They just kept improving, and the weather came to them too, I believe.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the Golden Corral 500, climbs to 3rd in the point standings.
He can take his time.
All right, you're the man. That thing was awesome tonight. Good call on the pits, guys.
Coming off turn 4 for his 12th career win, Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the Chevy American Revolution 400.
He won the Daytona 500 earlier this year. He'll add another of NASCAR's majors to his resume tonight as Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the Sharpie 500 at Bristol.
This is ever good stuff.
Newman was just sliding that car up off the corner, but 24 car looks like he's got enough. Keep second. No, not that time.
After 2 straight 33rd place finishes, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s championship bid is back on track. He wins at Phoenix. Newman edges Gordon for second.
Down the backstretch for the final time.
We're by 8. You're in good shape.
Exaggerated on 8, but it's enough.
Through 3 and 4, Dale Earnhardt Jr. has struggled all season, but today, the Great 8 goes back to victory lane. Earnhardt wins in Chicago.
Went home early last week. Gonna stay up late tonight.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. for his 17th Nextel Cup victory wins the Crown Royal 400.
This bud's for you, baby.
Well, he got voted into the All-Star race. He was in it to win it. Banked $1 million last week. And Casey Kane, the 2006 winner.
Now there's 6.
Comes off the corner, and Casey Kane wins the Coke 600.
Edwards is down on the apron in 3 and 4.
He's out of gas. The 99 is
This will be a true team victory. Battled back from the problem on pit road, started on the pole, 4 of the last 5. Now 5 of the last 6 races at Pocono have been won from the front row. The pole winner's going to take the checkers. Casey Kane wins at Pocono.
Great job out there. Great way.
Hey, Casey's done a nice job. It's a lot of pressure doing that over and over again.
Casey Kane's father supported his racing career from a very early age. Sent him off to the Midwest from Enumclaw, Washington to further his racing career after he got out of high school. Now he comes back to the West Coast, and Casey Kane wins at Sonoma.
That's incredible, man.
They have finished outside the top 10 the last 3 races in a row. They were in jeopardy of maybe not making the chase. They came to Atlanta on a mission. And here, under the lights at Atlanta Motor Speedway on a Labor Day weekend, Casey Kane gets it done and goes to victory lane.
Great job.
Junior?
Did Junior give Harvick, did Junior give the 18 car a little tap there earlier?
And here comes Kevin Harvick, the closer, clinches the deal 2 weeks in a row.
Junior got him.
And Junior holds off Kyle Busch. Harvick 3rd, Reagan 4th, Logano 5th. What a topsy-turvy finish to the Coca-Cola 600.
And Dale Jr. is scooting away. Uh-oh, he's slowing, isn't he?
150,000 people on their feet.
Junior is slowing, he's out of fuel. He's out of gas.
And as at Indy, the leader at turn 4 does not get to the flag. Harvick, the closer, wins it.
Once again, where did he come from?
Golly gee. Have you ever?
No, I have. Once again, never.
Are we going to see the bump and run? Final corner.
Can't get there.
Kevin Harvick's going to get the run up off the turn and get to the checkered flag first. Momentum, win number 4. Kevin Harvick takes the checkered flag tonight at Richmond. They're coming to turn 3. Patrick is driven away from the scene. The long dry spell for Kevin Harvick and Richard Childress Racing comes to a close at Phoenix. He slides to the finish line while they crash behind him. Keselowski threads the needle as cars crash to the checkered flag.
I don't understand why they didn't throw the caution there.
Kane, Busch, Hamlin, Logano may end up 4 cars under the blanket for second. Rounding turn 4 for the 22nd win of his Cup career. The Coca-Cola 600 goes to Kevin Harvick.
He did it.
Casey Kane.
Great job, man. Great job.
Holds off.
Well, they started up front, dominated the early part of the race, fell back, worked the strategy, got back to the front. Harvick did the job on all these late restarts, and Kevin Harvick wins at Kansas. Carl Edwards coasting in turn 1. Now it's Kevin Harvick, half a lap from victory lane.
Hey, miracles happen every day, bro.
Checkered flag, victory at Phoenix. Kevin Harvick, his second win of the chase.
Junior just couldn't do anything with him there. He was too strong with those 4 tires against his 2.
Fourth turn, final time. Kevin Harvick from the pole to victory lane. Win number 25 for Kevin Harvick.
500, baby!
Yeah, baby!
Yeah.
Good job, bud.
Larson rim riding around trying to gain all the spots he can. Do they all make it back through the final 2 corners? Checkered flag and a pass through to round 3 of the chase. Kevin Harvick wins it at Charlotte. Harvick, Gordon, Kenseth, Keselowski, the top 4. Hamlin and Logano, 5th and 6th. Ryan Newman looking to find a way through it. Doesn't look like it's going to work. Win, and he's in to compete for a championship. Checkered flag at Phoenix for Kevin Harvick.
Newman's beside the 42, and these 42's in the wall.
Clear, checkered flag, checkered flag.
Ryan Newman is going to get in with that move on the last lap. Newman trying to stay with Harvick, trying to find a way around him. 2 more corners to go to a championship for Kevin Harvick. He's going to do it. He's going to win the race and the NASCAR Sprint Cup Championship. California's Kevin Harvick does it.
Down the backstretch, Kevin Harvick just has to get through 3 and 4 if he wants to advance to round number 2. Kevin Harvick is going to win at Dover.